Hello friends, welcome to Nabila Mami Online Maths. Today we are going to learn how to find the size of a right angle triangle within seconds when only one side of the right angle triangle is given. And I have some examples on the board to illustrate this. And you can see that on the board I have 4 diagrams, and I'm going to use these diagrams to explain this particular trick. Usually, in our normal classroom learning of mathematics, topics like bearing, trigonometry, mechanics, Pythagoras theory, and other topics involve the use of right angle triangle when you have to solve problems in these particular topics. And you'll be given 2 sides of the right angle triangle and you'll be asked to find the other side. Or you'll be given one angle, one side, and you'll be asked to use them to find the other sides. But it's not common to see only one side and you'll be asked to use it to find the other 2 sides. And mostly this comes in the aptitude test. Like these days, if you are to apply for a scholarship, at a particular point you'll be given some aptitude test to answer. And they'll be asking you some funny questions that you cannot find in the textbooks that you are reading. And questions like this are usually found in those particular aptitude tests when you are to apply a scholarship and they have to give you questions for you to answer before you can now submit. So I'm going to use this particular video to teach you that particular trick so that when you see it in any place, you can do it within 3 or 5 seconds. So now, if I take this particular diagram, the longest side here, or the side that faces the right angle, that is the 90 degrees, that one is called the hypotenuse. And this one, we call them the other 2 short sides. But if I have an angle here, it will now name this particular size. Where the angle is facing, we call it the opposite. Where the angle is sitting, we call it the adjacent. And we normally say opposite square plus adjacent square is equal to hypotenuse square. So now, I want to use this particular number, the length is 6 centimeters, to find the other size within seconds. If you are to use this 6 centimeters to find the other side, or anytime you have been given the size, you look at the number. If the number is even number, there is a way that you do it. If the number is odd number, there is a way that you do it. So each of them will have only 2 steps. Whether it is odd or it is even, we have only 2 steps. So now, this one is even number, that is 6 centimeters. The size is 6 centimeters, which is even number. So when the number is even number, you take the number and divide it by 2. That is the first step. So I will take 6 and divide it by 2, which will give me what? 3. After getting the 3, you take that result and square that one too. So I will take 3 and square it. And 3 square will give me what? 9. So this particular 9, we will now use it to determine the other 2 sides. And to determine the other 2 sides, you look at the whole number that comes, or integer that comes before 9, and integer that comes after 9. So you can see that the integer that will come before 9 is 8, and after 9 it is what? 10. That means that the size are what? 6 centimeters, 8 centimeters, and what? And 10 centimeters. Let me just write it this way. And 10 centimeters. So here will be 8 centimeters, and here will be what? 10 centimeters. And if you square 8 and square 6, add them together, it will be equal to what? 10 square. 8 square is 64, 6 square is 36, and 64 plus 36 is 100. If you square 10, you will get what? 100. So this is how you find when the side is even. So let's go to the next diagram. The next diagram, the side is even. So since it is even, we are going to use the same procedure. It means that I will take 12 and divide it by 2. And 12 divided by 2 is 6. After this, I will then take this 6 and square it. 6 square will be equal to what? 36. Then I will now look at the integers that comes before, the integer that comes before 36 and the integer that comes after 36. And you can see that those numbers are going to be 35 here and 37 at the right side. So meaning the size of this particular right angle triangle will be 12 centimeters, 35 centimeters, and what? 37 centimeters. And the bigger number is always the hypotenuse one. So here will be 35 centimeters, and here will be 37 centimeters. Now let's go to the third triangle, right angle triangle. The third one, the side is odd number. So let's look at when it is odd number, what you do. And the odd number is the reverse of when it is even number. Odd number, first, take the side and square it. So what I'll do is that I'll take the 7 and square it. And 7 square is what? 49. When you get this 49, you take the 49 and divide by 2. So here I'll take 49 over 2. And 49 divided by 2 is 24 24.5. Now, to get my size for this particular triangle, you take the number before the decimal point, and the number before the decimal point is what? 24. Then after that, you round this 5 to this one, and you will get what? 25. Meaning the other two sides will be what? 24 and 25. Or in other words, you take numbers that 24.5 lies between, and that will be 24 and 25, because 24.5 will lie between 24 and 25. So the size of this particular right angle triangle will be 7 centimeters, 24 centimeters, and 25 centimeters. And the largest one will be the hypotenuse, which is 25 centimeters. Here will be 24 centimeters. And you can see that if you square 24 and square 7, add them together, it will be equal to when you square 25. Now, the last diagram, we have the side to be 9 centimeters. So the 9 centimeters, it is odd. So what I'll do is I'll take the 9 and square it. And 9 square will give me 81. After this, I will now take the 81 and divide by 2. So 81 over 2 will give me 40.5. So my size will now be 40. I'll take the number before the decimal point. So that is 40. Then after that, I'll round this one to this. That will also be what? 41. That means that 40.5 lies between 40 and 41. So the size of this one too will be 9 centimeters, 40 centimeters, and 41 centimeters. So let me write my 40 centimeters here, and this side will be 41 centimeters. So this is how we use one side of a right angle triangle to find the other size when only one of the sides is given. And this is not common in our textbooks, and I'm just giving you the trick to do that. When you see it anywhere, mostly these are found in the aptitude test, or when you are to apply scholarship, they will give you some questions to answer, and these are some of the things that they normally ask. So what you need to do is that just take your own values, draw a diagram like this, and take your own values and use the same method. After that, you can use calculator to confirm, to see whether the thing can work or it will not work. And I believe if you follow the procedure nicely, this trick can never fail you. This platform is just to teach you without using calculator. Just use your brains. It's just to make you to be human calculator, and mathematics will be easier or simpler for you to see it when you are to do it different way without using calculator. And if you are to answer a online exam, you are not going to use much time, so you have to know some of these shortcut cut tricks so that it will help you to do within the time given in that particular online test. Thank you for watching this video. If this is your first time of watching, or you have been watching but you have never subscribed to my YouTube channel, Nabila Mahami Online Maths, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you'll be notified anytime a new video is being uploaded. You can also share my Facebook page for others to watch. Thank you once again, and have a nice day. Bye-bye.